Hello. It's been a while since I recorded a video, but here I am. Uh, what I want to talk about today is critical thinking, which is what I think, I honestly think it's the most important skill you can develop, regardless of what you want your career to be, where you want your life to go, which path you're taking. I truly believe that there is a battle between good and evil going on out there in the world right now. And I believe that if you do not have strong critical thinking skills, if you do not develop your critical thinking skills well enough to be able to tell the difference between good and evil, you are going to find yourself on the side of evil while thinking you're on the side of good. And I've been there before. I've been on the side of evil, doing their their business, right? It's not like I'm the one engaged in the evil acts, but I'm doing the small tasks and chores that they don't want to do so that they can do the evil, right? Um, Essentially, if you're able to critically think about the information that you're presented with and decide for yourself, is this true or am I being manipulated? If you're able to, if you have a strong ability to critically think, you're going to be able to tell the difference between false information or like skewed information that is presented in a way to um, persuade you to do what they want you to do when it's not in your best interest, or if the information is genuinely good information and it's true and they aren't trying to make it look better than it is, and it's not going to guide you in the wrong direction. If you're able to critically think, you can tell the difference between those that want you to do their bidding without questioning them. They're hiring critical thinkers or people that aren't critical thinkers, and they're looking for those types of people because those are the types of people that aren't going to question them. They're not going to question them. So why does he want me to do this? Why does he want me to do this? What's the grand purpose behind it? The scheme? What is he plotting in his head behind closed curtains? People that aren't critical thinkers are not asking those questions to themselves or to the other coworkers or to whoever it is, right? So evil people are looking for people that aren't critical thinkers because they're easy to manipulate into doing their bidding and doing the wrong thing. And they do it in a way that they're the non-critical thinkers are unable to even notice that they are on the side of evil. Because again, like I said, when I was doing things like that, right, when I was not so much of a critical thinker, when I didn't take time to meditate, to journal, to go on long walks and just let my mind wander and think, right? I was on the side of these people, these corporations, these businesses, whatever you want to call them. I was on their side without realizing that I was doing harm to the world. And it's because they're smart, of course. I mean, if they have a lot of power, you can't have a lot of power and be dumb. So they were able to manipulate me, and I was able to be manipulated because I wasn't thinking these things through thoroughly. Really, again, I'm saying the most critical thing you could do is learn how to think critically, but I haven't really said what that means or how you can do that. Really, all you need to do is take time to think. It's the same way you get good at anything, right? You get good at, to even say critical thinking, it's just thinking in depth. It's just thinking at a higher level. So, say you want to get good at boxing, right? Someone that it's their first time boxing, you still call it boxing when they're boxing, right? It's not called. And then there's a professional. He's still called a boxer as well. They're both boxers. One sucks. One's great. It's not called critical boxing, but for thinking, for some reason, it's called critical thinking, and people think it's something different than thinking. It's the same thing as thinking, but you're just better at it. You're doing it at a higher level. People that don't think critically, they still think, and people that think critically, it's still thinking. It's the same thing. Essentially, just think more often. Take consciously allow yourself time to think. This time is designated for thinking. It is devoted specifically to thinking. That's what meditation is, essentially. That's what journaling is. That's what just going out on walks in nature. It doesn't have to be nature. Nature's great, but it doesn't have to be nature. Just designate some time to thinking, so you can. It's just practice makes perfect. It's the same thing as, like I said, with the boxing example. The more you box, the better you get. The more you think, the better you get at thinking. The more you think, the harder it's going to be for people to trick you and manipulate you, because you've already thought through these things before. There's only a finite amount of things that you can think about, right? If you're going on hour-long walks where the whole point of it is to think, let your mind wander, you're going to go over your mind is going to wander over some of the things that someone might use or lie about that related topic in order to manipulate you to do something. And because you've already thought that thing through, and you have an in-depth understanding of that topic, because you've spent time thinking about it and not just reading it and having someone else tell you about it, you know what the truth is on that topic, or at least you know what isn't true, and those people aren't going to be able to manipulate you as easily. It's important, guys. It's important. Like I'm saying, there's this fight for good and evil. I want to be on the side of good. I want you guys to be on the side of good. It sucks when you realize, I've been helping bad people because I'm broke and I didn't want to think for myself. I just wanted an easy job. And now I feel guilty. Now I feel ashamed. Now I feel this, that. You want to be on the side of good. Think critically. Do your homework. Not literally. I dropped out of college actually the other day. But you know what I'm saying. Think for yourself. Think critically. Meditate, journal. Go on walks. Whatever way works for you. Just devote time towards thinking, so you're not gullible, so you can't be tricked, so you can't be manipulated.